1E's device refresh gives your organization data to understand what statuses your devices fit into. Since we understand which devices do not have to be replaced, we're able to quickly realize the financial and carbon savings. Depending on how your organizations configure the device statuses, each device will fall into these categories. I currently do not have any devices that I need to replace. However, I have about 75 problematic devices. I'm able to focus my attention on devices based on location, model category, or warranty status. I'm also able to drill down by manufacturer, operating system, or hardware, and even drill down by department if needed. This helps me focus my attention on devices that need immediate attention or understand if I've given the right hardware to the right personas. I'm able to customize how I see the data based on my needs. For example, I had a customer who mentioned that they saw an increase in tickets regarding end users complaining about their battery health. They were able to get visibility into their end users' battery health. They set a baseline of replacing any batteries whose health was 60% or lower. They ordered replacement batteries and sent them to the end users. They were able to deflect tickets proactively. The IT department received compliments for the proactiveness from end users, which in turn improved IT's reputation. 1E doesn't just focus on battery health, but other events too. Because every organizations are unique, you're able to customize your definitions for each rule. For example, I can modify a replace rule as needed. The out-of-the-box rule shows that if a device was reimaged more than 3 times within a period of 180 days, then mark it as replaced. I can change this to 5 times within 60 days or whatever my criteria is. If I wanted to add another criteria for the replace status, I can, and if you notice, all these rules are based on events. This helps me make informed decisions on when to replace devices based on events rather than opinions or on a schedule. Out of the box, the default values are set using best practices. Once I understand why machines fits its status, I can review the data captured by 1E. I'm provided the visibility to help me understand where else I can save money. For example, I can proactively replace the drives on the devices as we've detected hard disk failures. Or, if I notice low disk space events, I can use an automation rule to help free up disk space automatically and reduce the number of issues end users may see because they didn't have enough space, and at the same time help deflect tickets. If I drill down into a device that can be reassigned, I notice a couple things. The warranty end date is June of 2018 and the end of life date is June of 2019. However, if I look at the different metrics displayed here, such as boot time and disk responsiveness, this tells me that this device's boot time is almost on par with the average boot times of all my devices in my environment and compared to the exact same model. The disk responsiveness is better than average, and if I take a look at the combined score, this specific device performs better than the same models in my environment, but a little worse than the averages of all my models put together. Instead of disposing this device, I can retain it and give it to someone else whose role doesn't require a beefy machine, even though the device is at its end of life.